Welcome everyone. Can you hear me? Oh, I think I'm very loud. Okay, because in IT we don't teach with a microphone. We just shout across the room. Okay, adding on to what Mary has said, um, being a female chef is actually very difficult to work in a hot kitchen, especially in my younger days. You might be thinking, oh, in my younger days, how old I am. All right, so you want to guess how old I am? You want to raise your hand? 17. Wow! You flattered me. No, that's too far away. Next taker. Yes? Huh? Chef. Okay, actually I'm 37. 3 more years to 40. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay, so actually I started out very young in the kitchen. When I was 10 years old, I was helping my parents. They actually have this barbecue seafood place in Singapore, which is very famous. So the next time whoever have a chance to go down, please let me know. I'll bring you there. Because we actually have customer flying all the way from Taiwan. They just go down to Singapore, and they just take away our food and they fly back the next instant. So, this is proof. Or you can Google, you go Mata Road Barbecue Seafood, and you will find it. All right? So, I've been chefing for 15 years. So, I work in Egypt, Australia. We call it the Down Under, because it's really down and under. When I look in your map, all right? And Singapore is just one dot. Sometimes I can't even find it in the map, okay? So beside these two places, I actually work in Philippines also, as the executive chef at this Hard Rock Cafe, okay? But it's a very short stint, so I did not mention it, okay? So besides working, I also took part in competitions. I took part one competition when I was very young, 19 years old. That was an international one. But after that, I find that competition, no, it's a manipulating game. It doesn't mean that you took part in competitions, you won a lot of goals, you are a good chef. But when it comes to managing a restaurant, it's all about operations. Okay? You know how to go to competition, that is one matter. You can win gold, that doesn't mean that you can do good in operation. Just remember that. We have paperwork chef, we have what chef? Paperwork chef and what? Hands-on chef. So which one you want to be? Hands-on? Hands-on is the one that get recognition. It's the one that ting, 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 all your money comes in. Okay? Any questions? Okay, along the way, should you have any question for me, don't be afraid to stop me. Okay? Just raise your hand. Or you can say, chef, anything. And if you don't understand me, also just tell me, because I speak Singapore English. Okay? So far, so good. You can understand what I'm talking about? Yes? Good, thank you so much. From my understanding, all of you are year 1, first semester student? First semester? Yes? So I presume you have a lot more questions for me than the student in the morning. So I'm looking forward to it. Okay? All right. Every one of you have a copy of recipe. I'm sure you have you read it through? Yeah, I know, yeah. Okay? So actually the first one is our appetizer. It will taste kind of sweet. Later, you will tell me how it tastes like in your mouth, in your own words. Okay? It can be anything. It tastes like, asparagus, or it tastes like, it smells like cardboard, anything. Just like how you would describe when you do your wine tasting. Okay? All right? So the first one is mochi. Okay, look at it. Only 8 ingredients. You say, that's easy. I don't need you to demonstrate it to me. I just go through the instruction. But it's not. You might think that it's very simple, but you have to visually see it to understand it. Even when you follow any recipe from a cookbook, you will not succeed in one try. Correct? Oh, okay. Okay, so now we will follow on. We have this shallot oil. So actually I have some already made to let you smell how it feels. So I will have the chef to help me to bring it over to you. Yeah, it's all portioned up already. If anyone feel like sleeping in the middle, in the halfway, let me know. I'll ask the chef to give you some music so you can dance.
Well, that reminds me, if anybody has a cell phone with them, please turn them off right now. I forgot to remind you earlier.
Thank you. Okay, shallot. You can see the shallot here. It's actually very gigantic as compared to what we have in Singapore. Okay, in Singapore, the size of our shallot might be a quarter. Your quarter, your quarter coin, yeah? But this one is very big. So what I'm going to do now is I just halve it. Have you watched the cook show Yan Can Cook? Yeah, I know you might be too far away. I mean the age gap, so you might be not watching him now. You might be watching Chef Gordon Ramsay, Chef, the Naked Chef. All right. So never mind, because when Chef Yan, when he do a demonstration, he like to talk while chopping. I can do that. Okay, you slice, but be careful your finger. Okay, done. I didn't even look at my shallots. Okay. So you have your oil. You put your oil in. Because what I'm doing now is basically half of what you are having now. You have 4 portions in your recipe. I'm doing 2 portions. Okay? So my pot might be a little big. So you can see only little oil. So now you can throw in a shallot. When you start to hear the sizzling sound, you simmer, you lower down your heat. I know now you use heat because in the morning I asked them, you use flame or fire? Then they say, no, we use heat. You turn down the heat. Okay, not turn down the fire or turn down the flame. All right? Okay, next, what is mochi? Mochi is actually made from a glutinous rice flour. Okay, glutinous rice flour. It's actually very chewy. It's different from the normal flour which you are using now, your so-called your all-purpose flour. Okay, you can get all this at the Asian store, at the Saigon market and the Jojo market. All right. Everything I have here are from these 2 stores. You can get it from them. All right. So now we're going to make our mochi. So actually, the glutinous rice flour is very similar to that of a what do you call that? Not tapioca flour. Tapioca flour is actually very similar to that of the corn flour. You all know what is corn flour? I saw corn flour in your kitchen. Cornstarch. Yeah, similar. Yeah. So this one is actually quite similar to, it's very starchy. Do you have any flour in the States that is very starchy? Yes?
Yeah, in bakery kitchen we use
Some? Okay. Okay, can you hear the sizzling sound? Everybody pause, don't breathe. Okay, so now you lower down the heat. Okay. So you put your flour inside. and followed by your water. It's very easy, just everything all in. Then your shallot oil. Followed by your sugar. And you start to whisk. Make sure there's no lump. You see, it dissolve very fast. No lump. Okay? So next, we're going to steam it. So can anyone tell me if you have a steamer at home? Meaning if you have an oven with a steaming function. Yes? Perfect. So today what we're using now is applicable to every single one of you. Okay? You can just use a container, hotel pan. You call it hotel pan, right? We call it insert. You call it insert also? Yes. Oh, yes? Okay. So on this outer hotel pan, you just put some hot water. Then on top of that, you put a perforated pan. I hope it's not too hot for me. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. So this is how you go about it. So next, you put everything into a container. You want to steam it in. Then you wrap it up. You steam for about 15 to 20 minutes, or until when you hold the whole bowl out, the mixture just stay there. It will not drip, nothing. Later I'll show you, okay? Okay, can you smell the, yes? Yes? Maybe I need a fan behind so you can. Okay, so next is the peanut mixture. As you can see from the recipe, it calls for raw peanuts. Why do we use raw peanuts? Why don't we use planter's peanut? Why? Because it will smell better. It's more fragrance. Because it's raw, so when you cook it, you know that you see, okay, I cook it today. If you were to buy it from outside, yeah, you can see the expiry date, but you don't know when is it manufactured. So we believe in things, as a chef, we believe in making the freshest food. Correct? So from raw peanut, we roast it in front of our own eyes, then we crush it, then we add in the sugar. That will be the mixture. Later, I'll show you how to go about it to cook the thing when the mixture is done. All right? So now, magic. Your mochi is ready for you to taste.